Now, I'm sure you guys hate going into old topics as much as I do, but unfortunately, we have to face them once again, with Gamma fans taking up the mantle. Metro, the series we all know and love, born from Stalker, is releasing a new sequel, Metro Awakening. It's supposed to be a VR game. This is cool. It's great, it's amazing, right? And then you have guys that compare it to Anomaly and Gamma, despite Metro Awakening, this VR port, is nowhere near Stalker at all, ever. I'd understand if it was Stalker 2 this is being posted under because it would at least be relevant in some way, shape, or form, right? But this is an entirely different game series. This is Metro. This is another franchise. I mean, it's related to Stalker, but it's not. They're just doing this to be dicks, honestly. I mean, there's the possibility they might be being serious, but I really can't tell. The popular theory is that because this was originally posted on Steam, that it's award farming, much like what goes on Reddit. But this stuff never ends, man. Why would you play this over Gamma? The post reads. Stalker Gamma has proven to be a way better successor than the Metro games, and I don't see the point in supporting a series that is beaten by a free game. Gamma has shown that AAA devs are nothing compared to indie devs, and the fact that Gamma is a completely free game wipes this out of the water. Simple as. You should hire the Gamma devs to make a sequel to Gamma instead. Okay, let's take this apart here. My first point would be that there are no Gamma developers. There's only Grok, and he's not a developer. He at most he puts mods that other people make together and then gets flamed on the forums because he doesn't give people credit or he has an incorrect opinion. He might have collaborated with a few people. He might have a few people in his Discord, I don't know, but for the most part, he's by himself. There's no team, okay? It's a mod pack. Gamma is also not a free game. I'm sorry, it's free, right? But the word I just said, game, it's not a game. It's a mod pack derived from Anomaly, which is another mod pack. They're not games. They're free to play. They're standalone versions, but they're fan products. And according to GSC, they should have. This is a GSC product made from Stalker, blah blah blah, somewhere around it. And well, that hasn't been a thing yet, but it will be. To revisit the whole modability section of Stalker 2, the part where they say, oh, we don't know what site we're going to use, like mod.io, moddb, whatever. They might have their own platform even. That's where that would be under. How they decide how to handle community mods like that. Because they don't want to lose out on customers, on potential money, really. So they want to make sure and say, oh, this is derived from this game, from our series. Come check us out, that sort of thing, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I really gotta circle back to the whole game part because that really gets me going, man. This is shit. Like, how can you write this and pretend it's anything worth reading? I swear to God. Fucking. There was, I would say, more work put into Anomaly than there was put into Gamma. I mean, they're both comparable to like basically nothing, but I would say there was a bit more work involved with Anomaly. There still is work involved with Anomaly because 1.5.3 is, or has come out in the past few days, so it's still being worked on. Granted, of course, with every big update like that, it breaks all the add-ons and then everybody has to remake everything again for the new patch, which isn't anything new. We've seen that since Call of Chernobyl. You want to talk about actual work? Talk about Open X-Ray. Talk about Call of Chernobyl. Talk about anything else besides Gamma or Anomaly, please. None of these people have any respect for the series, really. They just see the newest milsim game. They're like, oh, you know, this new free Milsim survival horror game. It's free. You know, you gotta check it out, man. The only reason any of these mods have gotten this far is because GSC is amiable enough for the community to do stuff like this and get away with it. Even if they weren't, the community would still do it. They wouldn't care. But with things allowed to progress so far to this point, GSC obviously cares about the community. But these guys, this fan base, this fucking cancer, it's horrible, man. The further they go along this rabbit hole, the more and more removed it is. I mean, I'm reading shit like, oh, I've spent 2 years playing this game and I've never once stepped foot in the labs. How should I prepare for this? You know, like, it feels like trolling. It feels like rage bait, but at this point, I really don't know if it is, and that's scary. Every once in a while, you do get people that say, where should I start with the series? I just started playing Anomaly or Gamma for a couple weeks, and they ask, and people say, oh, you should start with the actual 3 games, you know, go from there. And there's going to be people who never change their opinions. They just want to do it their own way, right? And, you know, hey, whatever. But, I mean, come on. If you go to any of GSC's videos and you go into the comment section, you will find dozens of these comments. And they get interactions. They get likes. They get comments underneath them. People talk about this like it's something you should actually talk about. They entertain it like an actual possibility. In order for there to be a sequel to Gamma, Gamma would have to be an actual fucking game all by itself, which it isn't and never will be. I mean, it's understandable though, you know? The Discord has 500,000 members. That's at least 5-6 times, just off the top of my head, the Stalker Anomaly and official GSC Discord members. Because that's fucking insane. Both of those only have 60 and 70,000, and Gamma has fucking 500. Can you imagine? They can't just sit there and fucking talk to each other about it. No, they have to make posts about it. They have to ask questions. They have to say, oh, you know, what is a scary mutant that came up to me and killed me in 2 hits, you know? Like, come on. They'll say shit like, let's remove anomalies, you know? What the fuck is an artifact, you know? They'll install 3 different gun mods, fucking animation mods. I mean, I feel like there's a sizable portion of the community that wants Stalker 2 to be some iteration or inspired from Gamma, and I really hope it doesn't become a problem more than it already is, because it might really be a detriment for the series in the future if this shit continues. No, I mean, like, I really do get it, you know? You wanna spread your love for the mod pack you've been playing for 5 years, you know, you've never stepped out of the cordon once. You wanna spread your love, you wanna tell people about it. Oh, this is an amazing game, you know, they should have 3 sequels to it. But at this point, you're going to a separate franchise, Metro, talking to fans that have maybe a slight interest in Stalker at all. You know, they're probably more interested in Metro because that's what they're on right now. The video they're on, you know, the games they're playing, that's what they're doing, okay? And you're coming into this, I just wish I could say I was happy that the Stalker series is getting more attention. Even before Stalker 2 was announced in 2018 for the second time, you know, it was thought it'd be dead. The mods kind of kept it alive, but you really can't say this with Gamma. It's just, it's a little bit too different, in my opinion. There's only so far you can take this shit before it goes too far, and that's what these guys are doing. I'm all for creative freedom, you know, freedom of expression, that sort of thing. Be yourself, you know, but fucking come on, man. Hey, you know what? Here's to the next piece of gamma anomaly news we'll hear over the next few days, because I guarantee you we'll hear something, you know? Why not? I'm sorry to bitch and complain like this, but I just feel like taking it to Metro is a little bit too much, okay? You know? Everybody just needs to fucking chill. Oh, man.